Good morning. Thank you, Provost Glover, trustees, faculty, staff, family and friends, and congratulations, the class of 2025. Wow, 800 graduates from 4 colleges addressing real-world challenges from agriculture to the life sciences, education, liberal arts, and business. From the Lake Alice to Turlington Plaza, you have left your brilliant mark on this Gator Nation. To the 7,000 family members and friends, thank you for your love, your worries, and your late-night encouragements. To the faculty who challenged and shaped these scholars, thank you. Standing here before you, I share the same whirlwind of emotions: honor, humility, and if I'm being perfectly honest, a touch of horror that I might disappoint you, confused with my New York accent, or simply mess up. And yes, Mom, I can hear your gentle criticism in my head. Slow down when you speak, stand up straight, smile. It's making me a little more self-conscious even in this age, and perhaps just a little better prepared. But if I could calm that whirlwind for a moment, I would begin with the sheer improbability of standing on this stage today. I was born 5,236 miles away, 100 degrees east and 5 degrees north, in a small town in Bosnia, then part of Yugoslavia. 8 generations of my family lived there, through the reigns of 2 empires and a monarchy. Apart from a brief detour for medical school, which felt like the Bosnian version of studying abroad, my fate seemed set. I would be the 9th generation of my family rooted in our small town. Yet, in 1992, my country collapsed in a tragic civil war that shattered the lives of millions. I fled with my family to Turkey, where I completed medical residency and fellowship. In 1999, I arrived at the University of Florida to pursue research and training in critical care medicine and informatics. By 2005, I was tenured track assistant professor, teaching, researching, and healing. UF became my home and my launchpad, a community of mentors, peers, and trainees who shaped me as a physician and scientist. I consult my AI assistant, ChatGPT, who I affectionately named Algernon Funes, after the character with a perfect memory from the story of my favorite author, Jorge Luis Borges. He considers the likelihood of me being here today as extremely low, given historical turmoil, geographic isolation, and, of course, my New York accent. So, what brought me here? Was it resilience, discipline, ambition, or perhaps just an uncanny ability to navigate the criticism, I mean supportive encouragement, of my parents? Class of 2025. These essential ingredients have shaped your remarkable journeys. Each of you carries your own geography of improbability. Some of you balanced farm work with coursework, taught while learning to teach, started businesses while studying business, or changed careers entirely to follow new passions. And some of you got here by sheer stubbornness, caffeine, and that one friend who wouldn't let you quit. Graduates, you are not strangers to the dark. You have burst through fire, and yet here you are, not in spite of those things, but with them, stitched into your story like a hidden thread of strength. As they sing in The Greatest Showman, you are brave, you are bruised, you are brilliant. You have arrived, class of 2025. My father used to say, The universe's spotlight is not on you. Whenever I complain, and I did complain a lot as I was young, but made it hard for me to share my story. So here it is for you today in 144 characters. A journey through a series of unfortunate events guarded by a magical shield of love and openness bestowed upon me by God, the universe, and my fellow travelers. My improbable stories includes many unexpected turns. Becoming a single mother on my 20th birthday, leaving my 1-year-old son 200 miles away with my parents so I can finish medical school, fleeing war at 27 with one suitcase and a few $100s sewn into my coat, teaching myself Turkish backwards from English textbooks, arriving in Gainesville in 1999 with 2 suitcases, a 4-year-old daughter, starting over again, learning to drive at the age of 36 for the first time. My AI assistant recalculates odds of me being here, adjusted for war, single motherhood, and multiple relocations, as less than 1 in 10,000, approaching 0. Yet, here I am, defying gods and algorithms. The universe's spotlight may not be on us, yet its mysteries reside quietly within each of us. As Anne Michaels writes in Health, perhaps the most important things we know cannot be proven. In the heart of each of you lies a precise yet immeasurable mystery, something numbered yet countless, existing in memory and our bodies, persisting even when forgotten, like love, bruises, forgiveness, and courage. Unmeasurable by binary code, the exquisite, non-algorithmic quality of being human. Class of 2025, like those mysteries, your journeys have been deeply personal, shaped by your contradictions. You have made decisions no one saw. You endured nights when no one was watching. You may not have sewn money into your coat, but you have carried your invisible burden. Yet, you marched on, drowning out sharp words with resilience. Graduates, perfection is often revealed in those intentional errors that make you who you are, in stories you tell when no one seems to be listening. Stories told on battlefield, a life raft, a hospital ward at night. As Anne Michaels writes, the story is told to one who survives, who tells it to a child, who writes it down to be read by a woman in a country or a time not her own. What we give cannot be taken from us. You are brave, you are bruised, you are who you are meant to be. You are glorious, class of 2025. What carried me through these storms was not logic or just luck. It was love. The kind Anne Michaels describes, the deliberate error in a fisherman's sweater set intentionally to prove love's perfection. Love shown by my family, who taught me how to give your life and give up your life, who loved me with unconditional generosity even when they had nothing left. Love that insists you are destined for greatness. Love extended by friends, colleagues, and trainees who taught me how to measure friendship in extremity. Those who stayed when there was no map and promise of return. Love that remains a shelter when all the walls collapse. Love from my children and my husband, who forgave my absences. Many moments missed, like field trips and birthdays, because I had to attend those who were sick or to simply hold it together. Love that does not ask for perfection, a deliberate error that proves the sweater was made for you. My entire life, I was given the precious gift of being loved as I was, by God, the universe, my fellow travelers. It allowed me to embrace my broken parts, to transform them into strengths. Class of 2025, you too have been loved, fearlessly, imperfectly, exactly as you are. And in that love, you have learned how to love others with compassion, with grace, with a courage shaped by uncertainty. Carry that love forward. Let it be your strength, your signature, your error, your proof. Let it mark you not as flawless, but as fully, gloriously human. Graduates, in a future filled with promise of artificial intelligence, let your love remain the one code that cannot be written, non-algorithmic, imperfect, and luminous. Let it become the story someone else will one day tell, perhaps where they need it the most. You are brave, you are bruised, you are loved as you are. You are glorious, class of 2025. If love was the first thread in my shield, openness was the stitch that kept it from unraveling. The courage to embrace life as it unfolds, in the presence of overwhelming fear and uncertainty. Radical openness to experiences, ideas, and people. Openness is what allowed me to cross borders, form friendships in new countries, learn languages backwards, and reinvent myself repeatedly in unfamiliar places. In 2010, it led me to write my first independent grant, despite strong discouragement from my advisors, when I pursued an unconventional idea at the time to use machine learning to study and reimagine patient safety. Because sometimes we don't understand something, instead we know it. Class of 2025. Over the last years, you have opened yourself to new ideas and perspectives, questioning assumptions you once held as truth, exploring subjects that challenged your worldview, and learning that the most meaningful growth often comes from the most uncomfortable questions. In these liminal places where openness meets uncertainty, you discovered not just answers, but the precise mysteries that make you human. Graduates, as you step forward into your lives and careers, remember that openness is your extraordinary strength. It is your bridge to empathy, your path to meaningful collaboration, and your catalyst for growth. Hold tight to it. Let it be the second thread in your magical shield, guiding you to become who you were always meant to be. You are brave, you are bruised, you are becoming, you are glorious, class of 2025. Class of 2025, at the threshold of a future shaped by uncertainty, artificial intelligence, and changing world, your generation carries an extraordinary responsibility. You will define what it means to be human in an era dominated by the promise of machines. In a world where machines think faster than you and algorithms outperform, your humanity is not the flaw, it is the feature. AI may replicate your efficiency, even your creativity, but never the precise, immeasurable mysteries that live within each of you. Your greatest power is your openness, your courage to love, to embrace your scars, and to carry the unbearable lightness of your human existence, to tell the stories no algorithm can remember. Graduates, the work ahead is not to become more like machines, but to become more deeply, courageously, gloriously human. Today, I bestow upon you my magical shield of love and openness, a gift from my journey to yours. Carry it forward with courage, tenderness, and joy as you shape our shared future. Carry it into the classroom, boardroom, the lab, the field. Carry it into the road we have been waiting for you to shape. You are brave, you are bruised, you are exactly who you are meant to be. Congratulations, class of 2025, you are glorious.